Hello viewers, welcome back to our lesson on Nnochiaha, which is called in English pronouns. Ihe mmụta nke taa, anyị bịara ịmụchapụ ihe mmụta nke isiokwu ya bụ Nnochiaha nke anyị mere ụbọchị gara aga. N'ụbọchị taa, anyị chọrọ iji imaatu ndị anyị kpọpụtara were mepụta ahịrịokwu. We are going to use some of their examples to form sentences. Now, let's look at the examples that we have. First, we're going to work with ha. Ha. Remember I told you yesterday that ha is for them and they can even go for their in English. Or can go for it, or is it, he or she, depending the contents. A is you, first person is you. A is am. Is my, and then mo is me. We're going to be, forming sentences with these examples. Are you ready? Okay. Now under ha, we have here ha na agba egwu. Let's take that again. Ha na agba egwu. In English, it means they are dancing. The next here, going for or, that is O with the under dots. Or, I remember I told you that it represents it, he or she. So we used it here. I had to form two sentences with this or, okay, to replace a noun. Now we have here o mara mma. O mara mma. She is beautiful. Okay. The second one here is ọ dị ọcha. Ọ dị ọcha, meaning it is neat. Ọcha here means neat. Okay. Ọ dị ọcha. Now this can have two interpretations. It can also mean he is fair. Okay. Now when something is neat, they use ocha for something neat, and also use ocha to describe color. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now the next one is e. Remember I said this is first person you. Okay. Now look at it. E toro ogologo. E toro ogologo. Okay. Now the second one, before we know what it means, is this one is e di oji. E di oji. Now e toro ogologo in English is you are tall. Ogologo means tall. E toro ogologo, you are tall. E di oji, you are dark, or dark in complexion. Okay. The next is I told you that in English it means am, or I am. So let's go. Dem afọ ise. Dem afọ ise. In English it means I am 5 years old. The second example we have adị mma. Adị mma, meaning I am fine. I am fine. The next here is Now Now this I told you that it represents my, that is showing possession. Okay, possession of what you owe, or what belongs to you, or who belongs to you. Okay. Now this one represents they, many people in a sentence. Instead of calling their names, you use her. Okay, while this or represent an object or a person in a sentence. E represents a person when you are referring to the first person you. I represents to yourself and when you don't want to call your name. Now, represents yours. What is yours? Okay, something that you have in possession, which is mine. Omomaatu. I nwere nga ahụ. Nwanne m. Now, when you are writing this in a sentence, you must ensure that you give space after the word. Ị ga-enyerịrị ohere, obere ohere, okay, to show possession. When you write it together, it doesn't show any possession, or when you write it together, it won't be correct. So in this case, you say nwanne m, nwanne m, nwanne m, meaning my sister. One name can go for my sister, can also say my brother. So in Igbo language, one name is my sister and my brother. The next one is enyim, enyim. Can you see there is a space here? Enyim, enyim, meaning my friend, my friend. Now let's go and see the last but not the least. The last we have here but not the least, mo. I said it means me, showing possession. Now see this the sentence. Nye mo akwụkwọ m. Can you see? Now when you say akwụkwọ m, there's a space. Now nye mo akwụkwọ m. In English, it means give me my book. Give me my book. Nye m akwụkwọ m. Let's take it again. Ha goes with ha na-agba egwu, meaning they are dancing. Ọ mara mma. She is beautiful. Ị toro ogologo. You are tall. For dị m afọ ise, meaning I am 5 years old. Dị m afọ ise. Then for nwanne m, my sister. We also have nne m and so many others. I also mentioned enyi m, my friend. The last one on this list, but the last one here but not the least, is nye m akwụkwọ m. For more, which in English means give me my book. Hope you've now learned how to use these pronoun words and the examples that we learned, how to use them to form a sentence and what they truly stand for. Remember that we were taught that pronouns represent a noun. So instead of mentioning the name or the noun improper, you use these pronouns to represent them in a sentence. Ewekwara m na unu amụtala ihe n'ihe mmụta nke taa n'otu esi eji ọmụmaatụ nnọchiaha emepụta ahịrịokwu. Unu echefukwala ịpị bọtịnụ nke mmasị na nzisanụ nkụzi a ka ọ gazie mba niile. do not forget to press the like and share button. And for those joining me for the first time, kindly press the follow button. See you next time. I love you guys. Bye.